Do you think it's possible that each of us is like hundreds of different people? I was thinking about how even something as simple as a cat, which, I mean, doesn't strike me as simple as at all. I imagine that a cat is like 30 different people. I mean, there's got to be at least 30 different modules in there. And, like, there is just no such thing as doing what you truly want to do. That singular notion cannot happen. There's always going to be a multiplicity of things that you want to do. You can never go left and right at the same time. And there's always going to be a part of you that wants to do so. Like a kitten. I mean, obviously the chase module is freaking powerful in the kitten. And it's more powerful than the adult, sure. You know, we go through different phases, but I mean, the chase module is there, and it wants to chase anything. I mean, like, what doesn't a kitten want to chase? It will invent things to chase. It will hallucinate things to chase. But the kitten, of course, also has the feed module, the runaway module, the explore module. I mean, we are all of these people. If you're a human, you've got all these and many more. The learn, the explore, the run away and hide, the defend, the be tribal, the investigate the other tribe, the visit the other tribe. In human evolution, it just didn't do to endlessly interbreed within the same tribe. So we've got a lot of like, hey, let's go visit the other guys. Yeah, they're bad. You know, no, those losers. They're occasional. They're real pieces of shit when they're bad. Boy, yeah, gonna kill a few of them here and there. But we also like their women. And their women sometimes like us. So, there's always matchmaking, there's always intertribal partying. You've got a lot of different conflicting drives. And you're never gonna figure out what you truly wanna do until you start acknowledging that it's a lot of things. And I'm never gonna start making consistent, clear decisions that really serve me and pursuing life directions that actually have a visible thrust, a center to them, a direction, if you will, a kind of core direction or a net direction with all the added up vectors. Until I start really seeing that it's like, that is part of the truth of being alive and being anything more complicated than an amoeba, and maybe even for an amoeba. I mean, even for the simplest, like, bug, there's going to be the mating module and the feeding module. And then, of course, the running away from danger module. That's bugs. Bugs are 3 different people. So that's why I say, God, I wonder if as humans we're like hundreds. It's no wonder it can be so damn confusing. It's no wonder we need religion and culture. And I mean, your ego provides a simulated, seamless, singular reality to your being. I think it's bullshit. And religion almost provides a singular, seamless reality to the rest of reality, just outside of your skin. You know, I think that's bullshit too, but I can see its point. I can see its purpose. I can see the utility. You don't want to try and be religionless. You don't want to try and be totally aspiritual any more than you want to try and be totally ego-free. That would all itself be a delusion. To turn yourself into a pure nihilist is probably necessarily to become religious about it. And to imagine that you've, like, transcended the ego. I mean, I'm not even going to... Yeah. Good luck with that. So, where does that leave me? Where does that leave us? I don't know. I'm just now learning to recognize that there are some things, though, that are just outside of my values. I start watching a YouTube video on watches now, and I think, oh man, fuck that noise. I have got enough toys. I don't want any more consumer bullshit flooding my mind. I don't care how comforting it feels right now. You know, maybe if it's like, literally, it's a beer or this, you know, okay. But I think that's a false dichotomy for the most part. The watch videos and the beer went hand in hand. And now that I'm weaning off the one, I've noticed a distinct disinterest in the other. And the only reason I even opened a watch video today is because I forgot my vitamin D and I'm fucking depressed. So, for me at least, that's my personal check-in after all this philosophical ranting. Of all the different things, of all the different parts of me and all the different things they want, there is the option to look at something as if outside myself and say, okay, I can see why he wants to watch this, or I can see how this feels, and I can look at myself and be like, yeah, that's nice. This is outside of my values. This is a little wrong to me. And I gotta say, for me at least, all the Joe Scott, all the Veritasium, all the science-y stuff, it might be next. And all the anti-left criticism too. I think I got a picture, you know? We need to inoculate ourselves. There's a Chomskyan notion, you know, intellectual self-defense. But once you've gotten to the point where you kind of see the danger in something, it's like, are you really going to spend the rest of your life watching anti-neo-Nazi videos? Like, once you, I don't know. I mean, let's say that at some point you were kind of threatened by that. Watching, I mean, it's steering toward the tree. I mean, it's like the old, I guess this was real. It was like somewhere in Minnesota. It was in the Midwest. They did a thing. They couldn't figure out why so many people were driving into trees. To telephone poles, electrical poles. And the poles were spaced out far in between along the road, but they did a study and they were like, all right, we've run the numbers. Like, people are running into these poles more than they should. At random, they shouldn't hit the poles this often. And they figured out, or at least they think, that it's because just as you're starting to lose control on the snowy road, you focus on the thing you don't want to hit. That's all I have to say about that.